Hello guys, what's up? It's Dollar today. And what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite cards in MUT. So these are the cards from around, I'd say December to when the game first came out in August. I'm going to be making two more parts of these. I'm going to make this when my top 10 favorite cards when MUT just like stops putting out content. And I'm going to make my top 25 favorite cards of MUT 21. So let's start into the list. At the 10th spot, we have my boy Marquise Brown. You already know, deep threat wide receiver. Honestly, just a really good card when it first came out. 94 speed. This man was cooking everybody. This was the Tyreek Hill before the Tyreek Hill came out. This was basically that card. I mean, this card just played so fantastic for me. This card was super fun to play with. You know, it's basically just like a Tyreek Hill. Basically, that's what it was. This was when like people started putting safeties at linebacker, and this card was still cooking up linebackers very, very well, surprisingly. And yeah, you know, just 94 speed. That's all you really gotta know. Pretty good route runnings for 93 overall. I just remember the day this card got an upgrade. I just looked at the stats, and I could tell this card was gonna be amazing. Like 94 speed at that time, that was really, really good for any card. At the 9th spot here, we have 92 overall Logan Thomas, and this card just played so insane for me. I mean, 90 speed with Washington football chem and sprinter maxed out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had 90 speed. And then this man was just an insane pass blocker. I mean, also you could just run drag routes with this card, dot him up, get an easy like 5 yards easily. Just run go fake or go deep on this card, and this card would just be insane as well. I mean, this was probably one of my favorite tight ends all this year. And if this card gets an upgrade, I'm telling you, he'll be one of the best tight ends I'm up by far. At the A spot, though, we have this Adrian Amos card, and this card just played insane for me at strong safety. I mean, this was before everybody was running strong safety at linebacker, and so this card just played insane with coverage. I mean, 91 speed and 91 SL at that time was crazy. I'm pretty sure this was the fastest strong safety in the game at that time. And this card just, oh my god. I remember him bringing back picks for me was so easy and so cheesy with the stop and goes and the change of direction. It was just so much fun. Also, like, this card could not get beat by any wide receiver during that time. And yeah, he could just jump up and gets picks real easily. I mean, this card really just never missed a pick for me. I don't know why. Like, this card just played extremely well for me. And if you have Adrian Amos's upgrade, the 95, you'll understand how good this card plays. I mean, Adrian Amos is just a glitch in Madden, and if you can get his 95, I'll get it. Now, at the 7th spot, we have one of my favorite cards this year. This is one of them, just a great tight end. I still run this card at my 3rd slot tight end, I'm pretty sure. And this card just plays amazing for us. And the reason why is 94 speed as a tight end. And this card came out in December. This was just an insane card. 95 short route, 93 mid. This card plays so well in little drag routes on mesh plays. I mean, this card can just get you 5+ yards every single time you just dot him up to him. I mean, 6'3", 248, just a really solid card. I mean, Jonnu Smith, he can actually block pretty well too. I mean, this card can just block very well, even though it says 68 run block. But trust me, his blocking is just way more better. With Sprinter, this card just goes crazy. I mean, he wasn't even cost that much. He was about 60k about when this card came out. And that was just insane because this card was one of the best tight ends in the game at that time. At the 6th spot, we have Bo Jackson. If you ever played Madden, you know Bo Jackson just plays out of his mind. I mean, 91 speed, 90 SL. He was one of the fastest running backs at the time. I mean, this card really just never fumbled for me for some reason. I mean, he just never drops the ball. And what can I say? It's just Bo Jackson. He runs through everybody. He breaks tackles. He's just extremely glitchy. I was running this card for about like 3 or 2 months at my starter and my backup sometimes. And this card is just really insane. I mean, you can't stop Bo. You already know. I think he's one of the greatest athletes of all time. And yeah, Bo comes out at the 6th spot. At the 5th spot, I have Lamar Jackson, the 89 Superstar MVP and the 86 Core Elite one. And I only put those 2 cards because these were just super fun cards at the start of the year. This is when no one really knew the meta of the game, and it was just fun. Where you could just go on the run, throw dots to whoever your bad tight end was, and you could just still just make great catches. And Lamar Jackson was actually very accurate. Holds a special place in my heart for this year. Because the new Lamar Jackson that came out with this MUT hero, it's just doesn't compare to this one. I mean, this was the best quarterback in the game for about like, I'd say a month and a half until the Michael Vick came out. 89 speed, 87 throw power. You already know, just Lamar just plays out of his mind. I'm pretty sure this was the first card you could get to a 90 overall powered up. And these are the 86 stats. I mean, it's not that crazy. but this was really good for the start. At the 4th spot, we have this 85 Adrian Peterson card. And I really just put this card on my team. The only really reason why I put this card on my favorite card so far is just because he just played very, very well for some reason. I mean, he was a free too, and the challenges weren't even that hard to earn this NFL Epic. I mean, 86 speed was really, really solid for the start of the year. I mean, I feel like this card was the second best running back in the game behind, I believe it was Christian McCaffrey. This card also just plays very well as a backup halfback behind Bo Jackson, I believe. And those two in the backfield were just tearing stuff up. I mean, also, Adrian Peterson just plays very well in Madden for some reason. And this was a day 1 card too, so this card was just on my team for a while. And, I mean, just Lamar and Adrian Peterson in the backfield, I mean, it was just so fun to play with. I mean, just doing read options with one of them, and you would at least get 10 yards with each of them. It was just such good memories. And for the honorable mentions, before we just get into the top 3, I'm just going to put 3 cards that I really like this whole entire year. I just got to put Mitchell Schwartz. I mean, this guy was just my right tackle for about like 3 months in the game. So yeah, and he just played very well for me. This is my last honorable mention. And Tyler Bass, this man was just crazy for me for some reason. I mean, he had the highest kick power for like 3 months, I'm pretty sure. You know, this card just came out in December. Just a really, really good card for some reason. I mean, 78 speed on a kicker is just insane. I don't know how this card is only a 91. And he only goes for around 70k too. I mean, this card is just really, really good. Now, at the 3rd spot, we have the bronze trophy to Robert Mathis. I mean, I just loved this card when it first came out. It was a speed rusher. And speed rushers used to actually be very dominant in this game. I don't know what happened, but power rushers, I'm pretty sure, are the superior chem to get now. But anyways, this card had 87 speed, 92 SL, one of the fastest edge rushers in the game at that time. I mean, this card was just crazy good. This card got a lot of fumbles on the QB for me. I don't know why. But yeah, I just remember opening the pack you get from finishing all the Legends challenges. And I got this card and I just went crazy because this was one of the best possible cards you could get from that pack. So it was just a really solid card for me. I had this card for about 2 months. And this card could actually pick stuff. I put this card in like a blue zone that usually people run with linebackers, and he was actually picking stuff off and he was running it back with his 87 speed. This card was basically like a linebacker at left end. He just played very well for me. Hopefully they give him a UL, because if they do, I'm definitely going to cop his UL. He's probably going to have like 95 speed, which is just going to be insane. And probably like 99 strength, so I'm super excited to see what he gets. But at the 2nd spot, we have a silver hair player, and this is just 92 Vernon Davis. I just loved this card when it first came out. I remember pulling him and I just went frantic about this card. You know, 88 speed, 90 SL, 90 speed with Sprinter, and 91 with San Fran Team Kim. And I just love this card. I mean, he just played so much better than what his stats said. And his routes were really, really good for that time of the year. And oh my god, this card just gives me so much good memories. And I tried the 97 Vernon Davis out, but he does not play like this how this 92 did during the start of the year. I mean, 6'3", 244, kind of short, but this card just played incredible for me. Really good pass blocker, and he could catch so very well. I mean, I used to put him on streaks, and he was burning some linebackers. He could catch on them. I remember having this card for about 2 months. He played out my starting and my backup, and this card just played insane for me. But at the number 1 spot, you already know who it is. Daunte Culpepper, my favorite quarterback in MUT 21. This card, man, so much good memories. 93 throw power. He was one of the first quarterbacks to get the gunslinger. And him and Josh Allen, I'm pretty sure, were the 2 best quarterbacks at the time. And I chose Daunte Culpepper, and I do not regret it. I mean, this man was throwing dot. Like, I just can't show how good this card was. I mean, strong arm, he got gunslinger for 2 AP, and that helped me change my offense. I mean, this card really changed how I played today. Because now I use Gunslinger on all my quarterbacks I had after this card, because he showed me how good Gunslinger was. You know, just really good throwing with Go Deep in his power-up. I mean, he has all stats above 90, I'm pretty sure, with Go Deep. And also, this card just made me change my whole entire lineup, because he made me add Chems, add Sprinter, and this card was just so fun. I mean, 6'4", 260. This man was basically a linebacker at quarterback, and it was just so fun. I mean, this man could run, throw on the run, legit just throw in the pocket. I mean, this card could do anything. I just can't wait till this card gets a UL, because I just know his card's going to be insane. Because I'm definitely going to cop this card when he gets a new UL. And, well, guys, that was the video. Thank you for watching. And, yeah, dollar out. I mean, this is just my top 10 favorite MUT cards so far. And Madden. I'm going to make another 2 videos on this later in the year when Mutt stops putting out content. And yeah, just thank you for watching. Peace out. Dollar out.